So, an ongoing argument in sports, more specifically collegiate sports, is that should the student collegiate athlete be getting paid or be getting endorsements? I believe, given the expectations and the amount of pressure that these athletes are put under, they should be getting paid. And if they're not able to get paid, they should be getting endorsements or should have the right to sign an endorsement. So, we're going to talk about what these expectations these student athletes are put under, what amounts of pressure do they see, why they should get endorsements, some counter arguments, because I know a lot of people see it that they shouldn't be getting paid because they're basically going to school, getting a higher education, a chance not a lot of people get for free. And I'm going to talk a little bit from my personal experience, along with some other sources, that I was a student equipment manager at the University of Denver for their men's ice hockey team, and I got hands on experience sharpening their skates and basically being with the team almost every single day. And what I saw and what makes me believe that they should be getting endorsements. So, what is expected from these student collegiate athletes? Well, according to 2015 NCAA, in a PDF they wrote, these athletes are expected to devote roughly 34 hours of their time a week to their athletic program. Now, that's training, that's practicing, whatever it is, it has to do with athletics. And I mean, that's almost a full time job right there. And along with that, they were expected to devote roughly, and are still expected to devote roughly 38 hours of their time a week towards academics. I mean, you're almost working two full-time jobs in 1 week. Yeah, I'm sure you get a little routine going and everything falls into place really nicely and really easily, which it does from my experience. But that's still a lot of time and a lot you're missing outside of school and athletics. I mean, you're missing your social life, you're missing family, you're missing a lot. Also, according to 2015, the same PDF from NCAA, missed classes and missed assignments went down. They were still low. Nothing's picked up, and the graduation rate of student athletes actually increased. So student athletes have been doing their part. They've been keeping up with everything. They've been on time with everything while basically working two full jobs in 1 week. And let's say it's pretty impressive that they're able to keep their grades up and be eligible to play. And who knows, maybe there's some shady stuff going on where they're easing them through, but who cares? That's still a lot. That's still a lot for someone. And you could almost argue that there's more demands put on these student athletes than some university faculty. And these demands kind of go with the pressure that's put on them. You got to think you're working almost two full-time jobs a week and you're giving it your all while risking your health, risking possibly getting injured. And you've got all this pressure on you if you're a big name player. You've got eyes on you. You've got what's your future going to be? Could you go pro? Could you not? And according to Bleacher Report, I mean, college football and college basketball are a mainstream part of American culture. Saturday nights, college football, people watch it. March Madness, think about that. And on top of it, you have the pressure to maintain your performance, to maintain your skill, to maintain your scholarship, basically. And that's another thing. Not a lot of people understand that according to Bleacher Report, not every college athlete is on a full ride scholarship. And some full ride scholarships aren't full ride scholarships. Some athletes just get books paid for, get on campus living paid for. That's about it. And that's another reason why student athletes should be getting at least endorsements, is because their cost of living. Some students can't afford it. A lot of students come from poor families. They can't see their family all the time. Maybe give them endorsements to have a little money to fly out and see their family. And like I said earlier, big names bring big attention. So if someone's name is bringing in all this revenue for universities and an organization, they deserve part of it. That's the way it should be. And if a company like Nike or Adidas wants to come up to a player and give them some stuff for free, why not? or give them a little bit of endorsement money for their name. Look at Baker Mayfield. He could have been more successful if he was able to get endorsements while in college. And if his whole NFL career doesn't work out, he would have had still endorsements to fall back on from college. And ultimately, with endorsements, it's a win-win for everybody. Student athletes get paid, and nobody's really breaking any law if it was just legal, if they could do it. Now, a lot of people will say they're getting a free education, they're getting free travel, which I've seen from my experience. There's a lot of free travel involved, a lot of free clothing, some free meal times here and there. But that's still not enough for when you're outside the program. It's not enough as a cost of living, basically. It's not a way of living if you can't do it yourself outside of the program. And I've seen them get good experience, and it's all about the experience. That's what I learned. I learned that it's all about the experience in college and not so much them getting paid, but that's not right because their talent is what should be getting them paid. Now, overall, Division I college student athletes just receive a lot more than people realize, but they also kind of get pooped on a lot more than people realize because they're bringing in all this attention and really eyes to the university and money to the NCAA. And if endorsements want to make deals with college student athletes to help them out, I believe they should be allowed to, and that it shouldn't be illegal.